Welcome back to Seamless Xtra as we continue to explore the latest trends and innovations in the world of digital commerce.
Hi, Maria. Thanks for making the time for this Seamless Xtra interview today. I would suggest that we start with a brief introduction. Could you maybe tell briefly about yourself for the viewers who don't know you yet?
Hi, Paula. Thank you very much for inviting me for this interview. I'm feeling very excited to share my experience today and hopefully inspire people around the world with retail media and what we are doing at Kleinanzeigen. My name is Maria, as you already mentioned. I'm working at Kleinanzeigen. Kleinanzeigen is the biggest recommerce platform in Germany. We have over 35 million users per month, so we are quite big. And we are developing retail media solutions. I will tell you later what we do, how we do this, but we are growing like crazy. At the moment, we're recording this interview. I think we're hiring more than 5 positions to join retail media teams. So please, if anyone is interested who is watching this podcast, check our website. I'm sure that we're still going to be hiring. Before that, I was working at Idealo. This is a leading product price comparison platform in Europe. I was responsible there for Spanish and British markets. Was quite an interesting experience. It's also, I can say, kind of retail media because we were selling traffic that leads to other providers, to other shops. So yeah, almost all of my career, I was focusing on solutions that helped different brands, different shops to receive traffic. It's kind of marketing. Now it's called retail media. Yes, and in the meantime, I'm also working as a guest lecturer at Boston University at Imperial College, where I'm also teaching advertising to the young students. I find it super inspiring to talk about advertising and to share my experience.
Yeah, so you really know what you're talking about with all your expertise. So let's jump to my first question then. How do you define retail media?
You actually asked me a very good question. Do you think if, like when we were talking with you in advance, if retail media just online or is it also offline? And I was actually having a lunch with a few colleagues today, and we were discussing this. And my personal opinion that retail media existed for ages, if you think about this, it's not something new. Tesco, Lidl, like you name this big supermarket chain, it was doing brick and mortar retail media for decades. Probably we were not even born when they were already looking how to promote one brand over another. And then COVID started and online trade started to jump like crazy. Amazon ads were exploding together with Amazon e-commerce marketplace, of course. And I think this what started to drive retail media as a solution. And of course, a desperate need for monetization. Now even small retailers are looking for the opportunities. How could they monetize better their websites, how they could get access for the users. So for me personally, retail media is a combination of different strategies of different channels that could be used as online and offline to reach the customers and reach the users. It depends how you call it in your company, but in the end user who is going to do a purchase at any stage of their customer journey. And the beauty of retail media is that you are catching a user in the moment when they are already want to purchase a product. Of course, it depends if we're speaking about out-of-home brands. Here, probably not. But when a user comes to online website, they are already into consideration stage or into purchase stage. They did not decide what brand would they like, or maybe some specifications of the product they are not sure about, but they want to purchase. And this is the beauty of retail media, that it's strongly about conversions and also brand recognition.
It's a very interesting field. This leads me to my next question. How does retail media differ from traditional advertising channels like in e-commerce?
Yeah, so when I was working at Idealo, of course, as any other major digital company, main channels were Facebook, Google, TikTok started to emerge at that time. And what you do there, you load your creatives, video, pictures, you select the target audience you want to target, and your ads are launched. On Google, it's a little bit different. You write your ads and select the keywords you want to be shown for, and it's live. The beauty of retail media is that your customer already knows what they want, as we were talking about in the previous question. They know what they are looking for. And this is why retail media is much closer to the purchase. This is also the reason why retail media networks are usually much more expensive than Google, Facebook, etc., because they have this exquisite, this absolutely different point of contact with the customers. Or for example, when we talk about Douglas is absolutely amazing and what they do at retail media, because they could also combine loyalty program, digital, offline solutions all together to create this immersive experience for customers 360 degrees. And this is amazing. We at Kleinanzeigen, we are a traditional recommerce platform. We are a classified platform. And of course, we are a little bit different. We never had this offline experience, but for us, we are the first one, because there are not so many recommerce platforms and classified platforms of the scale of Kleinanzeigen. And if you think about Adevinta, we also have France, Italy, Spain, major brands there. We are getting this experience of bringing the users globally who are more interested in the recommerce. And this is slightly different. And actually, it's a big discussion in IAB community in Germany, in BVDW, who is a retailer and who is not, who could define retail media standards, who couldn't. And like Kleinanzeigen, is it a retailer or is it not? Could we define the standards or not? Or should be more traditional retailers define? And I think retail media is going to be more a very interesting topic going further, especially considering that every company understands retail media completely different.
Yep. This is also my experience with retail media. Everyone has a different definition.
No, but it's crazy if you think about this, because somebody thinks that retail media is just online. Others think that it's just offline. Others, it's a mix. And it's just we're talking about a simple topic. But if we speak about attribution window, for some retail media, attribution should be 2 days, for others 30 days, for others 15 days. And it's really hard to agree. And in the end, we are trying to build a new retail media industry. We're trying to build new standards when everyone understands retail media completely differently. And classifies as well. We understand retail media completely different.
This is really an interesting, and really an interesting field, retail media. Now, with the latest technologies that we have at the moment, can new technology like AI and smart analytics enhance the success in retail media? What do you say?
I love this question. I think yes, of course they will. But the big question is, when would we start using them on the bigger scale, on a really scale that would make a difference? Because we were just talking today about that. There is Amazon who is doing retail media and their technological solution is here. And then there are all other players, and our technological solutions are very far from Amazon. So most of the retail media players, we still have to figure out the basics. How could we create a good product that is driving good conversion rate and that is driving a good mix for users and customers, so we do not overspam our users with advertising, because in the end, retail media is advertising, believe it or not. And this brings me to the point that yes, AI, machine learning, definitely we use it. We use it for personalization. We use it for relevancy. But I believe it's just the tiny, tiny steps that we are doing right now. And most likely in the couple of years when AI will emerge further, the more brands will absorb it. And it might be that in a few years, all the creatives will be just done completely by the algorithm and by AI machines. Facebook is really good in that, in adjusting the size of creatives. And it's just the first step with the new service providers appearing, where you can generate the images with AI algorithms. This is the future of advertising. If you think about this, you don't need expensive photo shoots. You don't need expensive video shootings. You could just generate a video AI, upload it on the platform on retail media, how someone is using your product, how it works. And this is the future. I'm really excited to be a part of this future, if honest. I'm super excited.
Really is an exciting journey. I'm looking forward to see what's next. Just a general question. How does Kleinanzeigen navigate the balance between user experience and advertising in general?
Yeah, we're a traditional classified platform, so it's not a secret that we always showed a lot of ads, and Kleinanzeigen was always showing a lot of third-party ads. And our goal right now is to switch to more healthy advertising, where we can balance the user needs with the customer needs, when we can actually find the customers, the shops, the brands who are relevant for our user offering and bring them to the platform, and alongside C2C offers, so customer to customer offers, show B2C offers that are also relevant in terms of price, in terms of context, in terms of the product qualities the users are looking for. So this is how we see retail media is enhancing the experience of the users that they are currently getting on the platform. We are going very fast in this direction. We are developing. And of course, for us, it's a big question, how different are we going to be from all other players on the market? What is going to be our super unique selling proposition versus others, and how can we build this? For example, of course, we are the recommerce platform, so working with sustainable companies is our #1 priority. And maybe sooner or later, we will have all the sustainable inventory on our platform that users could find and become this driver, this leading platform for sustainability that we are already.
Yeah, definitely. This is definitely a major trend, sustainability, especially in Europe. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Kleinanzeigen manages this trend. So my last question, what are the potential future developments we can expect to see in retail media within e-commerce? What do you think?
This was also a very interesting conversation, and I promised my colleague that I'm going to quote him today. We were talking with him, and he said, yeah, I work at advertising for the past 4 years, and for 4 years we discussed the same problems and the same topics: attribution, data and privacy concerns. And these are the topics that are going to further define the industry of retail media in the upcoming years. If you think about this, we are going to talk about... Sorry, this was actually the colleague who was giving me the hint today. He's leaving back to Berlin because I'm currently in our office in Paris. But data privacy, attributions, of course, it's going to be further, at least for a few years, the key topics with retail media and also overall for advertising. And then, as we discussed earlier with you, it is going to be AI, machine learning, that will further develop our industry. And of course, the long living question, how to find the balance between users and advertising. This is also going to be a big question for all the players on retail media scene.
Excellent. Thank you very, very much for your time, Maria, for your insights. I'm looking forward to meeting you at Seamless Europe this year.
Me too. Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.